everyone. Sorry again. Health. What are you gonna do? It's an interesting thing, you know. In the States, it's like impossible to get insurance. And I got some stories. Oh my gosh, I got some stories, but I could have had insurance this whole time. Well, state insurance, but oh my god. Anyway, who knows? Whatever. We're gonna try to get some practice in because we need to get practice in. Alright. I'm just going to do a quick one tonight. I did work all day. I did go and play some cards. I feel a little bit better, but not much. I'm still having some weird random pains throughout my body. They just kind of come up and then they go away after like 5 seconds, but it's weird. I don't know what's going on. Pinched nerve in my back, high blood pressure, which I almost always have low blood pressure, so I don't know about that. Who knows? Couldn't tell you. All right, anyway. Whew. But I mean, I've been cleaning up the diet. I've been walking, so you know, and drinking a lot of water. Things I should have done years ago that I'm trying to catch up on. So, all right, STS real quick. This hopefully will be a little bit shorter than an MC would be, and then tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow's gonna be tough. Which would be so I don't know when you guys might see this on YouTube, but Saturday the 31st, I have a family thing I gotta go to. I don't think that's gonna go late into the evening or anything. But yeah, I'm not going to be in the mood to interact very much. As a result, it's a little bit of a heavy thing, so I'll try to look to get back on Sunday, June 1st, and we'll try to get maybe 2 sessions in, maybe like a morning session and a night session, or a morning session and evening session. I'll probably do like a walk in between or something. Just get up, get moving around, stuff like that. So that's the plan. Just to kind of dial it back. I don't think I'm going to get any. I'm not going to get miles better at gameplay between now and the marathon, but I think I can get a little bit better at the commentary bit, and just getting used to like talking about the game while I'm making decisions. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play, and I'm just going to kind of disregard everything in the beginning, and I'm going to disregard any knowledge. I'm just going to talk about what's going on during the game. So this one will probably be a little bit better for those people who are familiar already, but like are wondering what my thought processes are as I'm playing, and like what my mind's doing as I'm thinking. And I'm wearing my orange shades to get just, you know, my eyes a little tired. Cut down on like a lot of the brightness and stuff. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, so Millionaire's Key is useless. It opens a boss room where the boss drops nothing. So we effectively got 0 key items there. You can get that armor in the top left if you really want to. I think it's actually probably worth it if you're just starting out. There's a couple ways to deal with this guy. You can jump past him, jump over his stuff, jump through him. You can pull out the DLC sword and hit him 3 times, 4 times, something like that. You can actually, I believe you can actually cancel a falling animation with a duck on the like right frame, which is interesting. Oh yeah, and if you're not familiar with the game's movement, it's very similar to Soten here. We have a backdash cancel, so we have the backdash button. We go ahead and cancel that backdash with a crouch instead of a shield, because we don't have shields in this game. And then we hit the backdash again. You actually don't want to do it too fast, because then you'll... I mean, I don't think it actually does anything. I think it's a lot like Soten, where like you can do it faster, but it doesn't actually increase your speed, because the backdash speed is the same throughout the almost all the frames of the backdash until you skid, and you Miriam does that little 2-foot. So as long as you cancel and then re-backdash before you get to that bit, I think your speed maintains the same like value. So doing it too fast just is gains you nothing, and just makes your arms and stuff work harder, and your hands and all that. So I would recommend just trying to find a good rhythm and go from there. I should have waited to switch swords until I opened the scarf chest. That was pretty stupid. Okay, swordfish is okay. It's decent damage. It is a katana though, so the hitbox is a little bit worse than a regular sword would be. It covers more vertical range, but the vertical range is slightly above Miriam's sprite, as you can kind of see when it comes out. And that's not always as useful as a faster swing speed. Also, there's no way to angle it down. It just comes out. And the hitbox actually does not cover Miriam's like knees and below. So when you're like jump canceling attacks, instead of being able to swing downward and make sure you hit the enemy every time, you can whiff a lot with a katana, especially if the enemy doesn't have any height. If they're like shorty as well, so. Love having a poison. Toxic Storm is probably the best poison because you can keep it in your red shard slot. You don't have to switch to Acid Jet or Venom Mist. Okay, that's technically progression into the caverns. Technically. We don't have much open, but it does open Disama as a purple shard. So we might actually do that. I think the thing about this game especially that you have to remember is that there is no logic. So the logic's not telling me to go anywhere. Right? So like that Bloodsteel in a lot of games would be a hint, like, hey, go here. You know, this is where the next chain of like progression is. Not in this game. This game is just a straight gamble, so like if I don't have waystones, it's probably not a play to make. We'll check the shop in a second. You can see here, like I have to like actually crouch. This is a great way to show this. So I just go right over the Mort until he actually stands up. So that's a big problem with the katana hitbox. It's also a slower swing. I did pick up a Morgenstern, but I think that's less attack power. Okay, flour, garlic, potato here being here is okay, I think, because it's in the key item location, but our soft lock percentage just went through the roof. It was like 10, I think it's like around 10 to 15%, and then if you find that, it goes way up. Yeah. Okay, no waystones, so we're definitely not going down to check Disama at all. Okay, ribbons here. Rava. Okay, Rava's. There's a recipe or two. Blue rose. I'm just gonna cap these because we do want to buy a ribbon, so. I grabbed the other quests, right? I totally didn't grab the other quests. Okay. And if I did, I would have bought this rice seed because Halights a reward, so. We definitely want infinite rice balls. What's up, chum? Please grow me some rice. Thank you. Get that extra kill on the bone mort there since we still need a shard. If you're newer, you can cancel any kind of stat up pickup with the start button. But the disadvantage to that is if you're a little too early, you will pause. Which you'll see me do every now and again. And waste time. Falk? Nope. Pick up blue chests in the beginning just because there's money, could be food in it. Most players won't do the first quest either if it's a garbage accessory, but I don't mind getting a look at the stuff on the other quests. A lot of these guys you're going to end up farming anyway, and if there's one good item in there, like a halite or something, then you definitely will probably want to end up doing it. Oh, okay. That's good. So we've got some damage. We just got to find a way to make it infinite. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. And I also like getting a look at the food item because the food item that you get as a quest reward can actually be a drink. And if it's a drink, that means it restores MP. Food restores HP, drinks restore MP. And that can be an outlet, in theory, to some really bad seeds. If you have an MP restore item, especially if you can find alchemists, break it, and then remake it. Because then you can buy infinite of them. Once you've crafted it once. What are you doing? What is this? Okay, silver's not bad. That silver upgrades some decent shards. Silver Knight pad, I think it upgrades Sister Zion. Okay, I will go here. So we have not so great weapons. So Barbados kill and 2 more Plume Parma kills. Let me check this green. Oh, that's a pretty bad weapon though. Most of the melee weapons in chests, unfortunately, are very bad, and with the way that the game is coded at base, there is no way to shuffle craftable type weapons into the chests. Craftable anything, really. So the only way to shuffle things around is chests with each other, where they retain their type, or stuff in all chests with each other. So, like green chests with blue chests, with brown chests, with red chests, with all the stat ups and loose items laying around. All that stuff getting shuffled together. Unfortunately, there's no way to shuffle the crafting stuff into chests and stuff. Not in the base game. Like there is a fan created randomizer, however it's PC only, so most of us just don't play it because that would exclude quite a large part of the community who plays the game. And a lot of us enjoy playing together, racing, stuff like that. So I wish there was a way to get it updated and put in the game, but our play is just not going to spend the money at this point. Maybe in the sequel, who knows? Who knows? That's why I don't like the katana. You miss a lot if you're not super precise. Yeah. I guess we'll check this weapon, why not? It's only 2 damage less, that's a much better hitbox. I think we'll take it. I think the swordfish is technically a blunt weapon, which is why it does more damage to the blood grinder knight. He's resistant to slashing and dark, I believe. Okay, we've already got a bunch of good reds, so I'm not really worried about incidentally killing anything that drops a red. I mean, we were always going to be doomed, right? I mean, I was due for a... I've had a couple of shortcut seeds. I played a few seeds offline, or, you know, like, not streaming in the last week, just to see if I was, like, you know, back in form, like, if my body could deal with all the... Oh, God. We'll just pretend that never happened. Anyway. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. You know, we'll just skip everything. Yeah, that felt like way more than two extra damage. So, anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I played some offline, and I had a bunch of soft locks. So, here's to hoping that this one's completable. Ooh. That's a great drop. So, maces / clubs have the same hitbox for the most part. I think it's identical to swords. And that one's a not a frequent drop. And it's good attack power. Ooh, wool will craft something potentially. I didn't look really. Ooh, okay. Ordog has the good Alchemist drop. That's not great though, because Ordog's not easy to farm without a movement ability or a beam weapon, and even then, to pick up the drop is not great. Trying to think of where Ordog is the best place to farm when you need to pick up his drop. Well, with Accelerator it won't matter, but that's asking a lot. Probably down low. No, I thought I could get through there. Guess not. How did he not get hit by that first swing? Alright, well, this is not looking good. We might have to Bloodsteal. Can you please go after yourself? Wow, I'm getting like all ammo upgrades too. This is horrible. Alright, at least we have some outcasts. Hate to demand you for the luck. Oh. See there, I did. If I would have angled that attack downwards, I would have hit him. Ooh, a bovine plume. That's another lucky drop. That might craft shortcut into a movement ability if we're super lucky. Double lucky. I don't need a save. So craft work, incidentally. If he has a bunch of attacks, but if you play with uncapped frame rate, for whatever reason, his AI script is related to the frame rate. I don't know why. No other boss does this, but he does. So you just stand at about this distance and just mash attack, or anything else, like a shard or whatever you have. He'll just turn back and forth like that over and over, and you just kill him. So, if you cap yourself at 60 FPS, he behaves normally. So, I don't know why you would, though, unless you're racing with other people that are stuck on console. Then you would cap yourself, but... yeah, I'm going to do this, and then I think I'm going to put the crit ring on. Yeah. Just realized I never put a scarf back on. Doesn't really matter. The blunder of falling, checking the safety invert was, that's just going to be something we have to hold. Okay, I think I have to farm Gargoyle here because we're looking for someone to save my life. But no, we're looking for purple progression at this point. I think we don't have a choice. Oh no, I have Aqua Stream. I can go down. Yeah, I think when I got Bloodsteel, I was like, oh, that's progression, but it's like, then I got Aqua Stream right away, and that's technically, that is full progression into the underground. So looks like we're going to be stuck doing caverns. So we'd really like to be able to find some way to restore our MP, because Albert's going to ruin our shit. But we do have poisons, so that's good. Okay. Okay, useless. Useless purples. I don't think I can... There's no other purples, right? I got... Okay. So we got Safety Z. Oh, and Pirate Hat. Let's put the Pirate Hat on. Okay, I think what we can do is check these other two chests here. Well, nah, I probably shouldn't do that. Well, no, because I am going to go down. Yeah, because I have Aqua Stream, so that should be the plan. To kill underwater stuff with Aqua Stream. Optimizer, we don't care about that. Okay, so hemp. Ooh. Oh, bronze would be good if we could find it. Give us some movement. Double wolf or shinobi. Ooh, coronation gown with steel. Okay. Oh wow, 2 bronze makes the best weapon sword in the game. That's interesting. Oh, I gotta go get my rice. Got rice, got rice, got food, got soup, got spice. Oh, I didn't think it would be done by now, but let's go. I don't know if it's a timer or if it's like a travel-based thing. Just gonna go ahead and make all 3 because it saves us a little bit of cash. So once you prepare something, food-wise, it becomes available in the shop to buy. We'll hang on to this stuff for now. There was, yeah, nothing else, right? No. Okay, and just to double check, we have Plume. Oh yeah, we have Barbados. Yeah, so we should go do Barbados first. Should do Barbados first before we go down into the water. I prefer the muddy water. Damascus. I think we can actually craft. Yep. I was gonna say hemp will drop from this drop pool. I think the rags craft something else as well, but normally crafting is not this important, but they've just been giving us the crafting items, so. Oh, that's damage solved. Let's go. Alright, well now fighting Albert's still gonna be awful. But the mana is not an issue now. So we can just go ahead and just ruin him as hard as we can. We just have to not die to all the shenanigans. So what I'm going to do is buy a bunch of rice balls now, because we're going to commit to all the way down. Okay, and then let's just check the crafting, because I remember there was one thing I needed hemp for. Right, it was this thing. Oh, no, it wasn't. Oh, I needed a... I shouldn't have sold the HP rounds. I doubt you can buy them. That's fine, we'll find some more. There's also a teleporter before you get to Albert, so... Oh, what am I doing? We gotta go this way. This could be food. Let's check it. It's not. Okay, we have to orphan an accessory check here, which I'm not a big fan of. Neat. And unfortunately, our bovine plume does not craft off of shortcut. So we definitely looked at the shards in the shop, and we did not see a craft for bovine plume plus white shard, which is always in STS. I tried a double jump kick there. The dream was on. Yeah, you know what? We'll just go ahead and take the save. I'm not with the shades on. I'm not as my reflexes aren't quite. I'm not reading things as sharply as I think I would, but they're not that dark. But there's just little things that you don't see. All right, fried fish is what we're looking for. That's good. Will heal us to full. Can't get that accessory up there, sadly. It's probably Jeeble's glasses, because we're cursed. So there's nothing in any of these rooms that matters. I'm just going to run through all this junk. Like, I can't believe I got hit by that, but okay. I think the sub-pixel of the hitbox that's bigger than the enemy there somehow got me. Okay, so we whiffed on 4 10%ers, but we got the 4%er on that one. Fantastic. Awesome. What did they drop? Leather. Doing this room more than 3 times is probably... The luck is really bad. This is a 10% chance on these. That's really, really bad luck. This is abysmal luck. Each of these are a 10% chance. I've killed 16. That's pretty bad. This is XCOM luck. It's gonna be a bad shard too, watch. Jeez, 20? I haven't had this bad of a Decima in a long, long time. Years, actually. 2023, I think. Like patch 1.4. For sure. What the fuck is going on? Eagle, please. I mean, we don't want to come back here, so you know, if I abandon this in its dimension shift, it's just it turns a hour-long seed into 2 hours, basically. This is gross. This is what I'm scared about at the marathon, like farming stuff and it just taking, and this just happening. Like I had to kill 90 over 90 Seamas, 95 Seamas, I think it was. Yeah, of course it's ass. How many did we kill? Dude, 28. That is so 10% chance. Holy shit. And the reason that one's so high is because it's Aqua Stream normally, and that's how you like continue through the game. Even then, like if you're wondering, well, like that's how you progress through the game. Why is it only a 10% chance with four mobs there? I don't know. You'd have to ask Igarashi about that. Seems like a bad idea to me, but you know, his call. Ooh. Awesome. The no frame grab, that's pretty good. Okay. Let's try to get through this terrible, terrible seed. At least we got Taib. At least we got Taib. So unless Amy is exactly dimension shift. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I better check. Because if this is a reflector ray, we can at least get out. We have no way to get out of the fight if it's Deep Sinker, which it could be. So this is just a little bit of soft lock prevention for me. Like, it's possible that this seed could soft lock here, but it's not a soft lock. Yeah, okay. So, all right. So now we are locked in here. This has to be double jump, invert, or high jump. It's always nice when they put the amphibian speed guy after the water section. Good stuff. Can you go away? Thanks. I'm just going to ignore you and go up here. I don't want to blow more healing items because we're going to need them for this fight here. Probably. Okay. This fight is awful with no movement abilities, but there's not much we can do about it. Alright, well. When he does that when you're right on top, yeah. You have to have perfect time or you're screwed right there. There's nothing you can do about it. Like if you don't time the slide perfectly, you just take it. Because we have no other movement. Yeah, this is super unlucky to have him do this shit in this order. Yeah. Sometimes you can, if you jump at the perfect time, you can manipulate the thing to like go up and above and then fall, which I did, but that was still pretty risky. Yeah, he's just being a complete dickhead, which is like, that's what this guy does. When you fight him, you're supposed to have way more tools than what we have right now, so... Yeah, there's literally nothing I can do about that. I love how broken stoning is in 1.6. Yeah, normally you could just jump over a lot of these things, but... Oh my god, this is the fucking worst. Ugh. All that to soft lock? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh man. Oh, that's incredible. Wow. So the game, okay. So if you've watched the previous episodes, if you've watched my tutorial primer series, whatever, if you've heard me talk about the soft locks or anybody talk about the soft locks at all, yeah, basically what the best bit is, there are safeties. I mean, it's either, I guess, Toad or Plume Parma is our only option, right? So, the problem is we saved here and we can't get out. So, I mean, maybe I can damage boost up? I don't think I can. Yeah, because we have no way to get up this ledge right here. Maybe I can slide jump it? Nope. Maybe I can get... There we go. Wow, that is not easy. I can't believe I got that first try. You know what? We're just going to reset the room. You know what, Volshot? Could you just, like, sit the heck down for a second, please? Why am I still playing this seed? I should have just quit. Oh my god. Really? I just don't want to get hit back down into the... Yeah. Alright, we're good. Okay, we can get out now. How did she not die there? That was nuts. Okay, so it's still probably a soft lock. We need dimension shift to be on either Plume Parma or Toad. That's the only way we don't soft lock here. Unless there's some kind of craftable... Yeah, no, I didn't miss any craftable stuff. In theory, there could be like craftable dimension shifter, craftable reflector ray here, and then we'd have to farm for. I mean, it's effectively a soft lock, basically. So it's not something we would bother to play out. It's not something that would ever make it into a race or a competitive environment. So, but we'll go check. We'll go check. We'll soft lock pick this just to see. Farming Toad is going to be miserable, but what are you going to do? Because when you go to farm Toad in this area, the entrance and exit of the room is long and garbage. So, you know, it is what it is. And it's a 3% instead of a 4% drop, which are the most common, I believe, drop percentage is 4%. There's some 5s, and there's 2 3s. It's Toad and the stupid-ass boss at the end of the 8-bit hallway for some guy. I think, no, actually, he might be 4 as well. We'll go take a look after this, actually, before I play another one. Because I think I'm going to go grab a quick snack. Grab a couple pieces of naan bread and some garlic sauce and snack on those. I had a big lunch, so I'm gonna kind of skip dinner. Even if I was gonna eat dinner, I just have like a salad. I'm trying to again, if I eat any red meat at all, it's only once a day, and it's like a. I want the portions to be minimal, so I'm gonna be trying like a lot more chicken. I mean, but not fried, of course. A lot more salads, a lot more rice, stuff that I like, just that I'm not eating enough of, and a lot more water. And we're going to cut out even more stuff that I shouldn't be having in the first place. Alright. This is our lives the next, however long this takes. And this is why I always orphan these two at the beginning. But sometimes they can, in theory, be required. Or you can just be soft-locked. If we get Toad, I'll transition to a room up top where either this room or the room right above this that has just Plume in it. That's a little bit quicker. And yes, there are some runners that will go ahead and farm this stuff at the beginning of every seed, even without luck items and all sorts of other stuff. I don't know why I'm using melee when I have the best, basically free purple. Yeah, I don't know why I've been meleeing. Okay. So now we just have Toad, and then that's a soft lock. There is no other way to get any other movement shards. So basically, blue has Accelerator, which can help you get up some things, but not much. It's almost all horizontal movement. Okay, Reflector Ray in theory gives us a redraw. So we can get up to... Wait, did I get Gargoyle? Yeah, I did. That gets us a redraw. That can get us up to Shield Outsider. And Larage. Oh, and Bloodless. So yeah, so this gets us to the library at least. As much as I don't want to do Bloodless, it's way easier with Fouled Taib than anything else. So, you know, excluding infinite mana stuff. Yeah, I should just teleport up there. Be faster than running. Plus, we could get some more outcasts from Ordog, potentially. Which at this point, I'm not sure what that would do, but, you know. Okay, so on this side, we can Reflector Ray up. We have to jump cancel, though. Which is very easy with uncapped frame rate. Not so easy with without it. Just trying to save time there by not switching back to Taib. Okay. This room is abysmal with Reflector Ray, but there's not much we can do except for just suck it up. Yep. Yeah, this is where I might want to actually switch. Okay, we got the light elemental down, so that's probably fine. Yeah, I can't really do much with this. We may need to come back up here, so I'm going to open this shortcut. We may need to teleport back to that lower green room and then come back up this way. Okay, and then now... can farm this guy, he also drops a purple. Yeah, I already started. My left arm's already starting to feel it. That wasn't too bad. Okay, and then we've got Larage here. Which I think we can go ahead and skip because even if he drops Dimension Shift, well... yeah, I guess if he drops Dimension Shift, we just skip Bloodless, and that's really long, so... this is a crappy place to farm him, but... what are you going to do? It's not bad if you have a beam weapon, because you can shoot him from the doorway over there, but... we don't have that. Cool if we would have bought that ribbon. That, again, that wasn't too bad. Okay, Venom missed it. Doesn't do anything for us, so... With poison plus this plus Valtaib, we should be pretty okay, I think. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's effectively infinite, so... The only downside is you have to stand kind of close to her, and that makes it more dangerous of a fight. But we have a lot of rice balls, so we should be okay. Yeah. This is already going into phase 2. I'm gonna go ahead and... I'm gonna eat the fish for the stat boost. Each time you eat a food or drink a drink item, you get a permanent stat boost, which it shows you on that screen there. That's what that little fork and knife symbol is. Basically signifies that you've already eaten it for the bonus the one time. Oh no. Did she literally just... Couldn't even give me Heckhound, huh? Not like it matters. Throw Spear would have been good. I would have taken Shuriken, Throw Spear. Bashia. Any of those would have been mint. I have no way to get over to this thing. It's another orphaned accessory check that I can't check because we have no movement. no. Oh no! I can reflect a ray up there. What am I doing? Yeah, I couldn't get here without. I couldn't get up here without movement, so. Gotta remember I have reflector ray. Of course, it's not Jeebel's glasses though. That would be way too easy, my friends. One cool thing, though, is that we can go down, because Reflector Ray gets us through the tiny gaps. Like this one. Finding a Waystone or two would be incredible. Houndskin, I believe, is the last item for getting Heckhound all the way to level 9. I believe. I should probably just kill... Yeah, I should just kill Andre, get my shard, teleport around and come back and get the second book for the luck. And then farm that blue shard. Okay, so this has to be invert high jump or double jump. Fine. Not ideal. Invert opens everything. Double jump's way faster. But... Ooh. Okay. go a couple places now with high jump. Let's go back here. I actually will take a look at the dismantles now, since we have a high jump. High jump will let us farm Ordog with an okay pace. But the thing about taking a look at the dismantles is, like, they don't really do anything without having glasses in the recipes, so... Not having Jeeble's glasses in recipe, which we still don't have. So high jump, okay, wow, okay, so... Yeah. Just have to make sure we keep one plume. What was I getting? Oh yeah, dismantle. Oh, we can get an 8-bit coin. Well, we don't really need an 8-bit coin now. Ooh. Okay. 8 gets us a ring, which can open up a potential Jeeble craft. Alright, so we'll have to keep our eyes on that. So I think we get 8 from Ordog for sure. And then we get the ring, and then see what we got. Okay. Oh, I can put the that on now. Excel? Nope. I need to go check. This. Because if it's glasses, it makes the C trivial. Okay. Oh yeah, I should be sliding. I have Strider Belt. So the Strider Belt makes your movement faster than backdash canceling if you do all slides. Actually, I'm going to go this way. Because I can teleport back here. Yeah. Because there's a bunch of accessory checks over here. There's blues. There's stuff. We have to go up and kill Jeeble no matter what, so... you know, sometimes rushing there is the best. Oh, that Waystone pickup is huge, actually. It depends on your style play, you know. Again, it's all gambles, so... Now, if you get the Moon Belt, which increases the backdash speed and distance, that becomes faster than the sliding, even. Okay, I don't know if I want to go... I don't know if I want to kill... Well, yeah, because I still need... I potentially will need Bromide. So we may as well kill Velik. keep hoping I have double jump every time I encounter something and I don't have it. Oh, an interesting thing about sliding, since we're sliding now. For whatever reason, Miriam loses a little bit of speed value, momentum, after or during the 4th slide in a row. So what you can do is you can backdash cancel into a slide, and this will reset your speed. So if you see that little weird dust flying up when we are sliding across, you know, and then you see that little stutter, that's a backdash cancel into a slide. Oh, cool. Okay. So we can get Alcahest while farming for this purple. Nice. Love it. Don't even have to talk to Ordog. Let's go. I guess I didn't talk about slide jumping either, but basically, like, if you slide off a ledge, you can get, like, a little bit extra distance, and then you can jump out of it, like, you know. You can't cancel a slide into a jump on the ground, but if you slide off a ledge, all of a sudden you're in the air, you can jump. And you have a very small window to do this. Larger if you're uncapped in FPS, of course. As I say, these guys resist poison, I'm pretty sure. Very few bosses resist poison. Basically, this boss, maybe the undead guy in Lethal Lava Land, and then Bale. Actually, you might be able to poison Bale. I don't remember. No, I don't think you can. Dominique doesn't, though. Dominique is vulnerable to poison. Both Zangatsus. Obviously, you saw me poison Albert. Jeeble is poisonable. I'm just gonna save the mana here. We've done way more than enough damage to do the job, so we just have to hit them in each of the phases of the auto-scroller, and we're good to go. And we do want to get grabbed here. It just saves a little time. Not getting grabbed means you stay up there and you have to fall manually down. So. Okay, Chisel Barrage will be good if we find infinite mana. Yep. Okay, get another look at Wolfman's potentially drop here. Come on. Hook me up, brother. Nope. Alright. I'm sure he has Accelerator, and we'll never find it. I don't think we need it, though. I mean, I'd love to find it, of course, but with any sort of horizontal movement bonus at all, I think we're good to go here. Can't get in there with Reflector Ray, unfortunately. I think just going down here is best. Yeah, because we got the teleporter up top, so we can just... If we want to check the success rate later, we can just do that. Run by Werewolf again. We might have to come back for Train anyway. Train in vain. I think we're good on health and MP now, so I'm just gonna skip all the stat ups. That's shortcut. Yeah, fuck that. Okay. Okay. So we're in go mode now. The only thing is I've got a bunch of accessories I'd like to check. So I'm gonna go ahead and check this one down here. Then we'll jump back up. Okay. Okay, so no invert, no double jump. One of them's on Homie in the Lethal Lava Land, which we're definitely not. I mean, we can get in the front end, but there's no way I'm doing that. Going all the way through 2 labs just for 1 extra little bit of movement, so. Okay, so now we can unfavorite this, favorite that. Okay, I had to orphan accessory check down low. And I also had to orphan one. There's one other place? I'm trying to think of where else I had to. No, not this way. Some weird shit you can't do with a katana hitbox. Alright, that's useless. Figured I'd check that if it's Valkyrie Tiara. Helps us out ever so slightly. Yep. Alright, so this boss is resistance to dark, but we're going to use the infinite mana. Pseudo-infinite mana on the Faltaib. If you're wondering how the dimensional... or not dimensional, directional shards work. They use the right stick and all that to move and aim. The reason that you can use them so often is all of the ones that have like a per second cost. Like, you know, this is like, you know, whatever per second. They only actually charge you the mana for the amount of frames basically divided by, you know, whatever, blah, 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 math. So, you know, let's say that this cost, you know, 60 MP for 1 full second. Well, if I only have it out for 10 frames, I'm paying way less than that. Hashtag maths. I'm paying 1/10 of the cost. So I'm paying 6 MP instead of, you know, and you can have stuff out for very, very, very short amount of time. You know, technically a frame, right? If you can press a button in a frame, and you saw that was 1 MP for me to have that out there. And since this thing deals damage so quickly on its damaging, you know, I don't know what you would call it. I would call it the tick rate, or like, you know, every possible second it can do damage, or frame it can do damage, or whatever. It's pretty long for some shards, but not this one. So this can re-damage an enemy very quickly after you've already hit them. A good one to look at that's like the opposite is Tisra Zion. Tisra Zion is a great shard. Does a lot of damage. It's a beam, hits the whole screen, but for whatever reason, it has a much slower tick rate than Void Ray, Faltaib, Aqua Stream, all the good stuff. Okay, we just have to make sure we don't kill him. Probably didn't need to poison him. Got him. This is probably where I should have used my Waystone. But there is a teleporter right here, so... let me see if we can get the third book. I don't think so, because we haven't been to OSL or the train. Oh, I've been underground, though. That might be good enough. Desert might be good enough. Yeah, okay, it is. Sweet. I don't think we go check any accessories backtracking wise, but I will check the ones that are on our way. And one that's a little out of the way. Oh, actually, technically, it's only 1 and 1, I think. Yeah, is there a second one? No. Yes, there's only 2 on the way, and one is slightly out of the way. And the other one is only 1 room out of our way. So hopefully we get some glasses, but... Jeebel's glasses, not sunglasses or gauge glasses or convex glasses or any of that crap. Well, convex can't be in chest, but... Sadly, there's a few different types of glasses that can be in a green chest, and it's always depressing to get those. Gauge glasses is actually fine, especially in the early game. But it doesn't really give you any good stats. It just lets you see how much HP the enemies have. Oh god, Toad had Alcahest. Okay, so we found all 3 Alcahest mobs. That is super interesting. Alright, just a shitty weighted ring that makes us sad. So, fair enough. This would definitely be a runnable seed for the marathon. Because we're going to finish under 140. The only issue is that it's very difficult to figure out what you're supposed to do. But if I was to play this seed, knowing that it's been vetted, I wouldn't have too hard of a time because I would do that first section again and I would know, okay, for this to be vetted and completable, there has to be a purple on one of these 2 things that I skipped that gets me to the next section. And there absolutely is. So, we wouldn't have had too much trouble. I don't think I would have routed it any differently than I did. You know, because I'm looking for Velik to give me Bromide or whatever. I'm definitely not looking to go do Zangetsu 2 unless I have to. But, you know, in theory, we'd have probably cleared out everything but Train. And then, you know, if Train is the last option, then we go up to, you know, because we had Safety Z, so we would have done all the stuff we did. We would have done this first as well. And I would have saved Train for last. And come and done all this first. Yep, that's about right. It's going to be a little slow here. Because our horizontal movement is relying on us being on the ground, and there's all sorts of enemies on the ground there that we don't want to mess with. I could try to get a blue shard off a silver wolfman here. Another interesting bit about the game, some enemies share shards, like the giant toad and toad, the bat and giant bat. Boor and Boor armor actually share a shard. Puppy and Rocky both share a shard. So if you get one, you know the other one. Just gonna go ahead and potion up a couple times. Yeah, because that fucking happens. Ooh. Bone? Coin, alright. That's normally a blue chest. Green chests can replace blue chests, and for some odd reason they can also replace key item chests. I don't know why, but that's just the way they did it. So you can totally get your key items deleted. Hey! What do you know? Do I even have any? One int's not really worth it. Jeebel's glasses, yay! We have MP cost 0 now. If you slide too deep in there, you can't. And this is why we need dimension shift. You obviously can't pass through solid ice walls, so. Yep. And validation check. Of course, that means we're going to get Cat, and it is the worst luck possible. Dominique here is weak to dark, so we will use dark on her. She can also be poisoned. And with Homie up, I can just block all of her stupid scarf attacks, which is pretty nice. Yeah, sometimes her elbow's too good. No, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. It does not actually determine Bale's RNG. Just a joke ski. Well, we're good. Alright, so this should be an easy one cycle with Glass's Aqua Stream, so. Oh, please don't hurt me. Yay! So, that looked like a really bad seed to start with. And if you farm out your purples, sometimes you get paid off. So I went all the way down to Albert, and worst case scenario existed. GG's, thank you, thank you. Where's my... I have 7 TV emotes for my channel, but I don't know how to find them in this stupid... Twitch's interface is so garbage. Better TTV makes it a little bit better, but not quite. Seven TV Global. Where's the 7TV for my channel? Just doesn't exist. Sweet. Oh. Yeah, like 7TV used to let you go and pick like up to like, I don't know, 20 emotes or something for your channel that other people have uploaded and make them work for you. I think one of them used to be... Yeah, nah, it doesn't work. So that must have changed. That one used to do like a oh wait, no. That wasn't it. That's somebody else's. No, that doesn't work either. there was one where it was like it would give you like a die from like, you know, like the side view, and it would have R, N, and then G on the top, so you could see three sides of the die. That one was always good. There'd be the Captain Picard one where he's like this. So I had all those. I don't know. Maybe it will work. I'm also looking at the doc chat from OBS, so maybe that's the problem. I wonder if I go over here to my actual channel if it doesn't suck. Yeah, 7TV Global. Yeah, 7TV Global. Oh, it's Fingerface Z. I'm an idiot. There we go. Oh, okay, so if you have FFZ installed, you can do like... Here it is. So you won't see the RNG die if you don't have the extension, but you can see it on my stream because like the chat capture browser link captures what I see, so it'll show it like, you know, up above me there. Yeah, what do I have? I have the here's all the ones that I have on my channel. Or well, here's some. Yeah, hold on a second. Here's one row. So Yai Tendo from Goemon, my boy Bing Chang, shoutouts. One of the reasons I actually speedrun anything. Confused Cat, of course. Gotta have Alucard. Gotta have Cecil. And then obviously gotta have Giorno. Let's see, here's another row. Get owned guy, got him guy, old internet man, Galaxy Brain, the Hyper Rage, Impact, obviously, Miss from Quest 64. Here's another another set. More base, of course. F to pay respects. The RNG dive, it's great. Shock Sonic from Bing Chang, of course, and then Stonks. Gotta have the Stonks. A murder, you know, what is it called? Shingoku Satsu, Fist Bump. Gotta have Time for JoJo's from Claude. Big respect. Claude's another huge one, huge inspiration. The old bonk stick, and then yeah, there's it's the Picard what phase. Like, ugh. So if you had this extension, you can use a bunch of free emotes. But yeah, I mean, like, big shout outs to Claude, big shout outs to Bing Chang. These are two of my favorite speedrunners. I'd say, let's see, who's my top 5 favorite speedrunners? Dr. Foregone Blitz, of course. Well, I mean, top 5 feels like I feel like I leave people out. Obviously, everybody in the Vania community is great. So like Foregone Blitz, Bobby, Jupiter, they're all awesome. Gotta love. Bing is awesome, great guy. Claude's awesome. So love all those people. Love the entire FF4 community, Free Enterprise community. Shala Kitty is the goat. and then all those people that worked on that. And then I love Oats and Goats, Andy. Man, there's so many more. I'm gonna leave out Caleb. I like a lot. Still watch him do Final Fantasy VII stuff all the time. I love the RPG Limit Break people. Um, so Puexel, Sencha Bro Sencha, that family. That's Fair Zach, big fan of his. Um, Great Lufia runner. The European guys, Bowie, Almagus, um, all those people are awesome too. Big fans of them. Yeah. So without any of those people, I definitely wouldn't be in here, and I definitely wouldn't be here without all of our race people. So Fran, Jupiter, and Fran for kind of like getting the STS thing figured out. I think Fran gets the credit for that, but then Jupiter for like getting us all into it and all that. And then the night crew, Yeezy, Doc, Rainbow, some of the people, Amadeus, Axel, some of the people that aren't around much in their community anymore, but they're still like on stream, like they still stream other stuff. So like Trixie, Scott Moon, those people contribute a lot to our stuff. So big fan of all those people. Thank you so much for getting me involved in this. I wouldn't be going to the marathon without any of the people I just mentioned. And yeah, I'm gonna ease back into this. Tomorrow I got some family stuff going on, but maybe later in the evening. If not, definitely Sunday. What I'm gonna try to do Sunday is I'm gonna try to do 2 sessions. I'm gonna try to do a session when I wake up, and then I'm gonna take like as long as it's not pouring down rain, I'm gonna take a nice walk in the afternoon, and then another session in the evening. So probably like double max on Sunday. And I've got the session from the session from a week ago is up now on YouTube public, and then I will be unprivating the one I did on Sunday, and then this one will get uploaded tonight, and then I'll probably put it live tomorrow or Sunday. I'm usually like a day or two behind. I upload it, and then I walk away, and then I come back, and then I adjust all the stuff so it's got all the links and everything, and then and the tags and all that, and then I go from private to public after I've updated all the info. Because you can set that shit to public right away, but then it goes up when you export it from Twitch. It goes up, and then it has no like details or whatever. I have clean titles and everything that I like to save because it's convoluted. Like if you're not a partner with YouTube or with Twitch, you gotta highlight it, then export it, and then now we've got the video limit. So like you got to go back and delete highlights and stuff. I had to delete like all sorts of stuff from my Twitch VODs. I had to delete years of stuff, but it's all on my YouTube, thankfully. So yeah, that's it for me. I'm gonna go. Since I worked an 8-hour day and play cards today, and it's like 11:30 where I'm at, I'm gonna go try to get some rest. So yeah, I'll be back. T minus 2 weeks to the run. To basically an hour or two. So yeah, again, if you're checking this out on YouTube after the fact, and the FFR marathon's already done, thanks for stopping by. Please go check out the run. I'm sure I'll have it on my channel or their channel or both or whatever. But yeah, this journey is to get there and to get a nice run in and build some bridges between us and some of the other speedrunning communities, and it's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm taking a whole nice vacation to go out to this thing live, and I think it's only $80 to upgrade us from STS to Max Chaos. So I'm sure with all the people that I've been telling to check it out that that'll probably happen. So I probably should be starting to practice more Max Chaos, but I've already gotten 2 vetted seeds from Rainbow for Max, I think. So we should be good to go. All right. Take care, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.